every year in America.
More than 200,000
wives, mothers, sisters,
and friends.
Women like us.
Like us.
Like us.
will learn that they have breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
We are the new faces of breast cancer. This is our story.
I'm Carolyn Newman. This is my husband, Steve. And we've been married 17 years. On April 27th, they removed the lymph node, and I waited a week, not even thinking the worst, just thinking that I had a bad lymph node. And we sat in the doctor's office of the surgeon, not an oncologist, but the doctor who removed the lymph node said, "I'm sorry, but it's cancer."
My name is Cheryl Dickey, and I'm the CEO of Dickey Consulting Services. We're a public involvement communications firm working with engineering and construction companies, typically working on capital improvement projects. I was diagnosed in 2001. That same week, I was being honored as the Small Business of the Year by the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber. So that day I had to change out of my clothes and get dressed up and go on stage and accept my award that very same day.
My name is Kathy Durham, and I work for SunTrust Banks. I am a branch manager and vice president, and I have worked for them for 33 years. The day I found out I had cancer was a very, very bad day for me. I found out at work, the doctor called me at work to tell me that my biopsy that I had had the previous day was positive for breast cancer.
I'm Jan Cummings. I'm a mother of 2 children. My daughters are grown. I have grandchildren, and I am very active in the community. I previously served on the school board in Broward County as well as the Broward Community College Board of Trustees. I was in Naples when I received the phone call from my surgeon with the results of the biopsy. I was driving my dad to his doctor's appointment, and I had to pull off the side of the road and tell the surgeon to wait so I could write down what he had told me was my diagnosis. And then I had to turn and tell my father that I had cancer.
I immediately thought about my family, my sons, my husband, my grandchildren.
I sort of suppressed it probably in order to have that happy face on.
I think of my neighbor Jane, who's been there since the day I was diagnosed. And when I lied on her couch because I couldn't go home, and she told me I'm going to be okay, and I couldn't hear her. At that time, I couldn't hear her. All I could hear was, "I'm going to die. I'm going to die."
I was in shock. I just could not believe that I had cancer.
Both my boys were with me through everything. They immediately came over.
We have 2 beautiful children. We have a little girl who's 8. Her name is Freddie. And we have a little boy, his name is Paul, and he's 6. They know everything. They know I have a port in my chest. They know that I've lost my hair, obviously, and they know, that mommy's sick and that mommy needs treatment and mommy's getting care. I think they see it every day as, mom just doesn't feel well today. The baldness, my head not having hair on it, was a huge concern for us, but I think they were used to it because of Steve's head.
I'm blessed because I have a wonderful husband. I just love him, and he's my hero. My sister is also my hero because she was also there during my whole treatment.
When I attended the grand opening or the ribbon cutting of the Memorial Breast Center, first of all, I never thought that I'd be a patient there just, 4 or 5 months later. But going there and what I experienced is something I tell every woman that I meet now, that if she ever should come across this horrible thing, is to please check out the Memorial Breast Center first.
We had already booked flights. We were going to MD Anderson. We're going to Houston. I'm uprooting my practice. I'm flying out there. We're taking both kids out there, get them in school. I could bartend. I could carry a tray. I could do whatever it takes for her to have the best possible outcome. we left here, and Carolyn looked at me, she goes, cancel the flight, we're staying. So it was a very easy decision once we met with...
At home. It's
Yeah.
right here. It's right in your own backyard, it's right here.
And what I really like about Memorial is that they are constantly seeking feedback about how they can improve if that's needed. The staff is caring, they're compassionate, they're well-trained, and I think they're client-centered. And as far as I'm concerned, Memorial is a 5-star organization. There's the finest team of doctors you can ever pull together are sitting right here at Memorial. This is a breast cancer center that not only does typical Western treatments, but they also look at alternative treatments, which most breast cancer centers don't do. They give massages before they go through chemotherapy. They have acupuncture if needed to help prevent the nausea. So it's a very open-minded yet very warm environment that is sitting there waiting for you. Look at these women. Despite their cancer, radiation, chemo, nausea, hair loss, fatigue, all of those components of it, they're still taking care of babies, they're taking care of their husbands, they're getting on with their lives, they're doing their jobs every day. They're the real heroes. They give me hope.